Hello everyone, my name is Roj Mohammed Jaza. I'm a fourth year medical student here at University of Slimani College of Medicine, and I'm also the local exchange officer for Slimani LC. Today we're going to be creating a tutorial video on how to fill in the application form, the card of documents, and everything else related to your IFMSA account, whether it's regarding a professional exchange or a research exchange. So let's get started, and don't worry, it's not that hard. We're going to go through it step by step, and if you have any other questions, uh, tell it to me after the video. Thank you. So, first things first, you should check if you've received your email. أو إيميلي كتب كاره هنا بو أوي سيتك ورقت. And also, congratulations on getting your seat. I hope it's for the country that you wanted. And yeah, أو إيميلي كبكاره هنا بو أوي سيتك ورقري. أبي بو أوي إيميلا إيميلك بوها تبع أو إيميلا. What is it going to look like? It's going to look like this. This is the email. IFMSA Exchange, a student account was generated for you. Basha. Sirakin Sahai Rowers, your name obviously will be written here. A national officer from IFMSA Exchange generated a student account for you. Am accounti to email password lagala. Am email password kimena. وهروها دعوة please click here to access your account. Am linka redirect account sitec. ولو سايتها أبيتو email password كود أخلكي. To a and password don't worry. Later on, when you update your profile, you'll be able to change your password and make it something you want, so that A, it will be more secure, and B, you won't forget it. So let's suppose you click the link here. It will redirect you to this site. أو هنا بقوم سايته IFMSA Exchange Portal exchange.ifmsa.org/login. من بيشتر login مكردوها update account مكردوها. بلام let's suppose يكن جرى login يكن مو بو password دي كلي ريان مسراوا login مكردوها. بم password ده. So I will log in and this will come up. أما تشيا أما IFMSA Exchange Portal okay. Basically through this portal to connect بيبا NMO okay أو لاتي apply كردو بونا to apply كردو بو let's say Latvia portal to أبسطه بلاتفيا. Through this portal you will send your application form, your card of documents, and all the necessary information needed so that you can go to your exchange. يكم شيا in the top left corner you can see there are many options here. يكم account go كردو where's the profile, which is the fourth option. Profile, and click on update profile. Update profile. Okay. ليرة update profile لك چنشتێکی تایە ئەبێ بڕیکەیتەوە. زۆر ئاسانە. بەڵام recommendationێکی من ئەوەیە کە پێشەوەی هیچ شتێ بنووسی you should get a picture of your passport. ڕسمێکی پاسپۆرتەکە بهێنە. بۆ نمونە من لێرە ئەم ڕسمەم هەیە. ئەو بهێنە لەپاڵ ئەم پێیجەیە لەپاڵ ئەم پێیجە دێنێ. Everything you write here, it should be the same as your passport. بۆچی? Because here it says the name you will submit here will appear on all the important documents related to your exchange, including your certificate. We all know when we apply for this exchange, if we go through all the requirements of the exchange, we will get a certificate, and you want your certificate to be the same as your passport. Also, all the other things that we insert here. So, first name Asana, last name Asana, ein passport phone number, email. You can use any email, but preferably the one that you used for the exchange portal. Gender, address, anything you can write. بونمنا دروازستي أو بارا. This is my address. أول بشوكو بقورة برا. إنجا أخيشس كسلماني Kurdistan region, Iraq. City, postal code, أمانة. They're all like standard stuff. Country, nationality, medical school. I'm from Kurdistan University of Slimani College of Medicine. And it is a profile picture. يكم obstacle كمان توشي بوم أو بو profile picture. You can start upload or drag and drop. The drag and drop doesn't work. بو هل يكسر upload a file this بيهبنا and choose your profile picture. من ليرة جام كردوتو profile picture open and attach كرا. Now let's come to the important part. ليرة أم باشا شي معنى سو option معنى توزيزون كم sorry سو option زوربو سو option معنى old password, new password confirmation. ام ایمیلك بتم وليگرن ليرة ام password ام بناردي. تو ام password اهني ليرة copy كا. بيز نقام بنوسيتوا copy كا ليرة paste كا. the old password ده. And the new password ده legal new password confirmation go write the new password that you want. إيتر أما وقوتم أسان ترى بوي password ده لبير نشته وهرها more secure ترى بوي بس خوب تانيشتنا account ده من نيجور مش كبشتر جوريوما بس زوزر أزان هر old password ده ليرا paste go new password new password confirmation. So this was regarding updating your account. Okay, so now that you've updated all the information regarding your profile and you've changed your password, it's very important to make sure that you check the information you entered and make sure that you save. Here in the update profile page, you come down to the bottom right corner, there's a purple button. You click on it and it will save all the information you entered, so you don't have to re-enter it every single time. So now the next step is you come to the dashboard. The dashboard that she man here. We have a button here, or a clickable section. Clickable section the type of the exchange that you're participating in, whether it's research exchange or professional exchange, and the country that you're applying for. Also the term. So now what do? We click on the exchange, and here we come up with 7 options. Here we have 7 options. 7 options chia. Yakam dana, it's information about your exchange. It's the same thing as the exchange conditions that you should have read before you applied to the exchange. Regarding your exchange, either it's bilateral exchange or unilateral exchange, whether your exchange is a month specific. exchange بس لماني August يا September أكري لمانا كان أكري أول شو ببزاني. Also regarding if your country that you applied for it has a language requirement. For example, there are some countries that require you to know German and Spanish. So اما اللي راهو معلوماتها هي ام اكسبلور بيجش بوي اكسشينج كونديشن كان بخيتو بو ولات تاني تر شرطني هر ولاتي خودو اوشتيك اللي راه زور مهمه ابلكيشن شيا سيشت مان application status, application form and card of documents. Application status basically it will give you an overview over your progression in filling in the application form. Here, here, card of documents filled out. Basically, it's red. It means we have not done it. It's crossed in red. Application form sent, crossed in red. يعني هرسنا ما كردوها. Card of acceptance, card of confirmation, post evaluation form and certificate. مشتانا. So, أوي كأمل أمره إيش ما بيبت شيا application form or card of documents. أو دوانا أبي بركينوها. دواي أو شيء دواي كتو أو دوانا بركردوا. You'll get your card of acceptance. Then and if you do it correctly, if you do all of them correctly, then you'll get your invitation letter, card of confirmation, then evaluation form, and after you've done your exchange and you've come back, or you'll get your certificate. Not necessarily come back, even if you're there, you'll still get your certificate. So وتم أمر إيش منبه application أبي application هاتشي معناه application status أما خواروية application form or card of documents. So the second step that we did after updating our profile ينبو application form. Application form is going to be a page like this. So يكرم شتشيا check بمعنى خشنا ربزانا هم يتهوا application form number, type of contract unilateral, hosting NMO, exchange is for a specific month, and contract sign. So يكم بشي application form مكرشيا personal student information لرا تشي براكينوا چند معلوماتك كتو لبروفايلك و update تقول خوي لاچ بو بينت ايرا بلام اني كبوينه هناويت ابي خبريكيتو بون من چی من هي picture man هي عين شت لرا ناتواني drag and drop كي هر لرا doesn't upload a file and choose your profile picture. Here this is my profile picture and it will attach it here, and after that let us save it. So it's pretty basic here. First name, last name, أبي عين passport كوبه, email address, and شي معناه alternative email address. لقل email address بكاره هنا ل update profile كيا email address كش أبي بنسي. It can be your own email address if you have another one, or أجر خوش نيتا أتوين email address كي كبرنا your parents or your siblings. Phone, write your phone number. Just make sure that you write the country code before the phone number. What did I do there? Sorry. Okay. Date of birth, pretty basic stuff. Gender, nationality. Okay, so now that you filled in the first part of the personal student information, now it's time to move on to the second part, which is the languages spoken. So basically, لراء أزماناني كإيزاني لراء إنوسي how well you think you know them. رك لراء إنوسي چون عاديكي دگمه که لراء نسرا add language دسي بيابنه language كأنوسي من لراء أما بيشتنوسي من بويا أو بما هينت إنوسي tool how well do you think you know the language. So That's the language spoken. It's always handy to have a picture of your passport beside you. So bring a picture of your passport and copy the information that's necessary here. For example, the passport number, which is written in the top right corner of your passport. Just copy it and bring it here. And the date of expiry. Okay. And أما معلوماتي إيرا لا هلا update profile section كو بو بينت أجر نشي أنا قيتش كخو بينو. So country, you write your country, region, city, street and number, postal code. هرو كواني profile update profile section again. And don't forget to save. Okay, so moving on to the third part of the application form, it's going to be exchange preference information. تو بيشوي exchange preference information بركيتو أبي قراري دوشتي أبي أو دوشتاشين يكميان what city do you want to go to on your exchange and what university do you want to go to on your exchange. How can you check this? Well, you come here to your exchange conditions and you check two things. You have to check the calendar. I'll click here to see the calendar. This is calendar جهني برامبره. سيري تشيكي. سيري بزاني أو ماني كتو أروي بو exchange كا. بزاني أو university accept exchange student كا. For example, let's say you want to go on August. On August, you check no, no, no. Yes, no, no, yes. So you see that only these two universities accept exchange students on that month. But let's say you want to go to July, all the universities accept exchange students. It's going to be different if whether you're applying for professional or research. It's going to be the projects available. سيركي برنال research سيركي حسب لشي research كو apply بكام research أنا أكي. But the professional سيري what specialties you want to participate in and BPO projecto. So in this case it's research, so we click here and it will give us for example research page لكن بوهم ببينين research كسيركي وسيركي بزاني بونا توقع قرارياوا كم معنا قريتو كم university سيركي بزاني أو university تو كم research عني and then accordingly you select that. If it's a professional, on the other hand, Siri University to Siri can specialty and available, and you select that specialty. So now I've decided those two things. The desired LC, I write the name of the university I want to go, let's say the first one, and my desired project, let's say 3D printing production of scaffolds for bone regeneration. Itir awa anusi. Dai awi sedano perkerdawa, desired LC, desired project. I prefer to be placed on. Basically, this question is asking you whether you want to prioritize the city or the department. تحسكي زيادة الأفضلية بوي كبرويت أو شارو يا أفضلية بوي أو department. For example, أما زيادة بو professional. For example, تحصل general يعني حصل otolaryngology. To prioritize the otolaryngology. Well, no, I don't mind whatever the city is. I just want to go to that specialty. So I prefer to be placed on department city. I don't mind either. So according to your preference, Okay. Now, another section we have here is if I do not get a project of my choice, I would like to be placed on in the project for the following fields. Let's say low project available and supposedly you don't get it, or it's already finished, or delay any issues that occur. unlimited, you have unlimited sections. Emergency, obstetrics, immunology, physiology, let's say I don't know, epidemiology, internal medicine. So according to what you want to go on a Prakito, and then you save. Make sure you save. Don't forget to save. So now that we've done that, we have the fourth part of the application form, which is going to be the exchange details. Duration of the exchange. So you have two options. You have 4 weeks and 8 weeks. Most of the exchange that the people have applied to before and have gone to have been one month, which is 4 weeks. So here I'm for the sake of understanding, I'm going to put 4 weeks, and it's going to ask us for an exchange start date and an exchange end date. Let's say I want to go on September, or I don't know. Let's suppose July. You'll write July 1st to August the 1st, and that's it. I will obtain insurance coverage for the professional exchange period as described in the host NMO's exchange conditions. You just have to tick this. And would you like to be placed together with another student? Ama preference yes or no. if you say yes, it will give you some other options. أو كاتا توين ناي student كبنوسي جوري أو exchange كأو تلبي أشياء تسري و application form number أو بكل سري سروا later أنسرع. Okay, so for the sake of this video, we're going to put it as no, and you want to confirm everything here. So I confirm that I've read and agreed to the exchange conditions. I confirm that I've read and agreed to the exchange privacy policy and consent to the storage of my data on IFMSA. And I confirm that I've read and agreed to the scoring copy terms and conditions. And you have to press save. So uh, any remarks you want to add here? This is the fifth part of the application form. If there's anything you want to add, if there's anything you want to mention, for example, you really want to be placed in that specialty, or if there's a subspecialty you also want to mention, like I want to do that and that, anything you want to mention here, you can write. And that is it for the application form. And after this, we'll move on to the third step, which is the card of documents. Okay, so now that you've updated your account information and you filled in the application form, it's time to fill in the card of documents. But prior to filling in the card of documents, there are some stuff you need to know. ئەو شتانە چین کە تۆ پێویستە پێێتی کە پێشەوەی card of documents بڕکەیتەوە. یەکەمش چییە؟ language certificate. Language certificate, you have to contact your national officer either for research or professional exchange, and they will provide you with a language certificate. Language certificate, it will look something like this. So this is the language certificate, and yes, they will provide you with one. And the second thing you're going to need is going to be the exchange terms and condition. أماش هاد einen language certificate هكا national officer هكا بو دابينكا. It will look something like this. Terms and conditions هكا, it will look something like this. einen shit national officer هكا button edit. And the third thing you're going to need is going to be a recommendation letter. The recommendation letter, you have to get it from a doctor or a professor from your university. So you have to contact them. You have to tell them I'm going on an exchange and I really need a recommendation letter, and they will provide you with one. Proof of enrollment chia basically لجامعة قريبو تومار. I'm not sure about هولر and Duhok, but for Slemani you go to تومار لتومار علي بزعمت بشجيريك بو دروسكان ودواي أوا أي بيبو كامبس كونكا عفوا بيبو كامبس تازك ولا كامبس تازك بو ترجمة كان. So that is going to be your proof of enrollment. It's going to look something like this. This is your proof of enrollment. Okay, and most recent transcript here. Basically, most recent transcript is أخير درجة كوري قرتبه أبي رسمي أو بقولي ينسكاني بيتو أو ينبو بنادي. بلان بشرتي all the lessons has to say passed. Okay. Another thing you need is a curriculum vitae or a CV. Amachia, you can go on the internet and there are many sites that make free CV templates, and make a CV of your own, and make sure it just includes some basic information like your name, age, gender, email, phone number, the languages that you know, all the activities you've participated in, all the leadership programs, anything you've participated in, or any extracurricular activities, you should mention in your CV. Immunization card. Okay, this is another thing that IFMSA will provide for you. It will look something like this. Immunization form. You'll fill it out yourself. You have to write your name, all the information that's required, and you have to look عموما إن vaccination bookletic معناها, and according to that vaccination booklet you'll fill this out, and it has to be signed by a doctor. So yeah, that is the immunization card. Obviously, you're going to need a copy of your passport, and before that, I mentioned that here you select 3 desired local committees, or 3 desired universities, or 3 desired departments, and for each of these departments you have to write a motivation letter. It doesn't necessarily have to be that long. You can keep it short and sweet, and yeah. Those are all the documents they're going to be needing for filling out the card of documents. So how do you fill it out? Basically, you come here to the dashboard, and you select your exchange, and you come to application, and you come to card of documents. Here, this is the standard document, which is the terms and the conditions. This is the one I showed you before. This one that your national officer will provide you with. And these are the special documents, the student records وتم أبي بشرتي درسكان همويتي عدر شو بيت most recent transcript كل اللي رأيته Vaccination card, this is the immunization card, the one that I showed you before, the one that has to be signed by a doctor. And passport copy. It's always great to have a copy of your passport by hand and just attach it here. Proof of enrollment. أما بشتكي لك قوتهم قبل الجامعة وريقريتو تاي أو ترجمة كي. Curriculum vitae, the one that you get a template from the internet, and it has to include a photo of you, your name, your age, your gender, your email address, your phone number, the languages that you know and how well you know them, and any extracurricular activities that you've participated in or any prior employment. And then, as I mentioned, for your 3 desired local committees, you should write 3 motivation letters. Here's the first one, the second motivation letter, and the third motivation letter. And language certificate, this is the one that I mentioned that your national officer will provide you with. It's going to look something like this. Okay, and terms and conditions is the same one as before. A photo of yourself. It can be the same photo as the one on your passport, or it can be a new photo like the one on your account. Regarding the liability insurance and the health insurance, to be honest, to be clear, I will have to ask the national officer because, as you all know, liability insurance and health insurance, we don't have it here. So you have to get into contact with your national officer and see what the response is. Recommendation letter, this is the one that I said you have to ask a professor or a doctor from your university, and they have to provide you with one, and you just attach it here. A COVID-19 vaccination card. As you all know, the regulations say that you're supposed to be vaccinated, and you should have both doses, and a minimum of 14 days should have passed after the second dose for it to be acceptable. So if you're not vaccinated, you should get vaccinated. Okay, so the last thing that's worth mentioning is the upon arrival documents, which is a negative PCR test for SARS-CoV-2 not older than 72 hours. So how do you do this? You go to the closest COVID testing station near you, and you go do a COVID test 2 days prior your exchange, and it should have the Ministry of Health stamp on it. Make sure it's signed and everything, and hopefully be negative. You will upload it here, and you'll take it with you to your exchange. And that's about it. So that is it from me. I really hope you guys benefited from this. Please leave your feedback, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact me and contact your national officer and your local exchange officers. So, as always, thank you so much, and goodbye.